And welcome to Ask the Attorney. I am joined by Lehocky, Mr. Alwyn Horn. We're talking about the third-party defendants or responsible parties. Sir, how does this come into play? We talked about it briefly last time.
Yeah, let me give you some examples of maybe some third-party cases we've handled. For example, we had a young man that got his hands caught or removed in a roller system. He worked for a steel manufacturing plant. And in this plant, you start with big blocks of steel. They're put on conveyor systems. They go through these rollers that are very heavy, highly compressed, and eventually you end up with sheets of metal. Well, throughout this process, the employer, our client, was responsible for helping feed these sheets of metal into these rollers. His hands have to get close to these moving parts. Unfortunately, the safety guard had been removed. There should be fencing or bars or barriers that prevent an individual's hands from getting in the rollers. What we learned through our discovery process is that there were parties responsible for maintaining and repairing those safety guards, and they never put them back. So we were able to get outside the Workers' Compensation Act and pursue a third party other than the employer in order to recover more money for our client, because there's so many caps involved in the Workers' Compensation Act.
And ultimately, that's what it means, more money for your clients.
Well, I mean, when these people lose hands or it's a life-changing event, then they need somehow to come up with compensation to take care of themselves and their family.
If something does happen, what's the next step somebody at home?
Well, if you have an injury like that, why it's so important to come to a lawyer early is a lot of times with incidents like this, these machines, if a client employee waits around a long time to try to resolve this on their own, that the machine's going to be changed. It's going to be modified or altered, or it may just disappear. If you get a lawyer that knows what they need to do with this, they'll hire an expert. We'll get out there, we'll inspect the machine and find out what exactly happened.